The Prince of the House of David. Letter 9. My dear father, Rabbi Amos told us that he would accompany my cousin Mary and myself to hear the prophet speak. As we left the house, we overtook two men with wallets upon their shoulders. Where goest thou, friend Matthew? Asked Rabbi Amos. This new prophet emptied our towns, and we publicans must remain idle or go with the tide, answered Matthew. Do you think this prophet is a true son of the prophets? Continued Rabbi Amos. This man is a fake, suddenly said Matthew's companion. Neither my cousin Mary nor myself liked the face of this man. He looked like a man who would deceive for his own gain. His name is Judas Iscariot, and he helped Matthew carry the monies collected in the villages, for Matthew was a tax collector. After riding for 2 hours, we arrived at Bethabara, which was marked by a square tower of stone. Rabbi Amos told us that it stands over a cave where Elijah dwelt. From the top of a nearby hill, he continued, Elijah was caught into heaven upon a chariot of fire, and not too far away, Elisha divided Jordan with Elijah's fallen mantle. All at once, we saw a curving in the shore of the river, alive with human heads, every eye fixed upon the prophet. To my surprise, I saw John, the cousin of Mary, standing close to the prophet and listening to every word he spoke. He spoke, as always, of the coming of the Messiah. The hour is at hand when the true meaning of the daily sacrifice shall be understood. The Messiah cometh, and ye shall see and believe, he said. There came towards him several persons who wished to be baptized, and I saw Lazarus, the brother of Martha, with a man about his own age, of such dignity, grace, and peace that at once attracted me. He seemed so unlike other men that I could not stop looking at him. At the same moment, the prophet saw him, and he looked as if he had seen an angel. Speechless, he stretched forth his right hand towards the noble stranger. Suddenly, his voice rang out like a trumpet. Behold! Behold him who taketh away the sins of men. He had dwelt among you, and I knew him not, until now I see upon him the sign of the Messiah. He moved slowly towards the prophet John, and every eye was fixed upon him in awe. What should I do for you, O Messiah? Asked John. To be baptized of you, answered the Christ. I should never forget the sound of his voice. I have need to be baptized of thee, and comest thou to me? Questioned the prophet humbly. It becometh us to fulfill all righteousness, the stranger responded. The prophet reverently baptized him, as he did all of his disciples. And now, my dear father, the most amazing thing took place since the law on Mount Sinai. As soon as the stranger came up from the water, a noise of thunder and a light brighter than the sun descended upon the head of the Christ. Some saw the thunder, some saw the light, and then was seen the form of a dove, and a voice which said, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Many fell on their faces, and were all filled with wonder and fear. He alone seemed calm, and going up out of the river, disappeared from my sight. Your affectionate Adina.